This graph illustrates how a shock emanating from the US equity market can transmit or propagate to your own equity market. So the first effect is a direct one, in that the shock emanating from the US can directly affect your own equity market. But the more interesting dynamics happen when the effect is indirect. So, for example, a shock emanating from the US equity market transmits to the oil market and then directly to your market. That's one avenue for transmission. Now, clearly, the avenues for transmission can be a lot more complicated than that. So, for example, the shock emanates from the US market to the oil market and then to the regional equity markets, and then from there to your own market. There are various combinations of transmission of the shock, various avenues in which the shock can transmit, but all of them lead to one conclusion. A shock in the US equity market is very likely to affect your own equity market, whether that's a direct effect or an indirect effect. And oil and gas markets are going to heighten that transmission. They're going to exacerbate that transmission in periods of turmoil.